So, about 3 years ago, we saw Mind Pong video, and it's about 2.5 years ago when there was big funding for this technology. So people started having conversations about telepathy, and what happened is that we found mind to text publishments. So people's thoughts were transferred to monitor as words, and this is something important because it shows how it's slow rolled. There should be mind to machine images. So for example, if a person thinks about a fish, the thought is transferred to a monitor as a clear image of a fish. There are none because there is higher version of telepathy and people want to hide it. So this is how they block mind to image publishments, or they make really blurred versions. Now, during this year, universities have been able to publish some interesting things. For example, telepathic cooking. So there is a type of helmet that transfers thoughts to a robot, and this robot cooks a meal. And that's something very interesting because people get lots of ideas of what to do with this. There are also people who are programming at home, and many of them say that they could do in a couple weeks what is published during the world history. Now there is artificial intelligence like mid-journey images, and they have been for a couple of years. From barely recognizable images to something that is more accurate than a photo. They are still a bit too stiff and clean. However, majority can no longer see what is a real photo and what is made by artificial intelligence. And this development is something which people figure out of telepathy too. Now, there is the higher version of telepathy that is built with trillions of dollars, and people want to unite publishment to a new era of world, and it would be good that the war in Ukraine is finished. The front lines are basically frozen for half a year. Now Russia has succeeded by infantry, and the spirit to fund Ukraine is not as strong as many want. So Russia is having a bit of edge, and looks like this setting could produce peace. In Sudan, army tried to make way too big cauldron. It went from Khartoum all the way south to almost the western part, and the right thing to do was to make a lot smaller cauldron, so they simply ran out of force to make that large cauldron. Rapid support forces managed to strengthen their positions and attack south from Khartoum, making a lot firmer cauldron, and this means that tables have turned. Rapid support forces are currently having very strong effort to fertile areas of the land, and it's going to spell a lot of trouble for Sudan army. And this is important for publishment of telepathy, because these wars are wanted to get out of the way and then telepathy in. Combinations are growing, and Neuralink is publishing human telepathy next year. Targeted individuals are those who are receiving telepathic messages, so it will grow the combination that publishes this for the world. It also means renewing life, and people start to wonder, how do they live in telepathic era? Most of them will lose their jobs, so re-education ahead in many sense. However, when we learn how to do that, it's going to be the new beautiful telepathic future.